Thousands of American drivers unknowingly sabotage their vehicles by ignoring critical maintenance fundamentals that professionals swear by. Research shows that 90% of catastrophic engine failures stem from preventable maintenance oversights that cost pennies to address. Most people believe cars naturally deteriorate around 150,000 miles, but this assumption costs them fortunes unnecessarily. In this comprehensive breakdown, I'll expose how to push your vehicle beyond 400,000 miles without major mechanical disasters. Stay tuned for an industry secret at the end that has personally saved me over $8,000 throughout my automotive career. The biggest misconception plaguing car owners today involves blindly trusting manufacturer service intervals without considering real-world conditions. Automakers recommend extended maintenance periods to make ownership appear cheaper during the crucial decision-making process. This marketing tactic conceals an uncomfortable truth. They won't cover your repair bills once the warranty expires. Having worked on engines for 15 years, I've witnessed countless motors destroyed by following factory recommendations religiously. The optimal interval for engine longevity remains every 6,000 miles, using premium full synthetic oil exclusively. This frequency becomes absolutely critical if you drive in stop-and-go traffic, tow heavy loads, or live in dusty environments. Following the owner's manual blindly might save you a few oil changes, but risks catastrophic engine failure costing $6,000. Manufacturer specifications represent statistical averages designed for profit margins, not maximum component lifespan. Second crucial habit that separates smart owners from costly victims involves replacing your cabin air filter every 12,000 miles. This overlooked component filters all air entering your vehicle's passenger compartment and HVAC system continuously. A clogged cabin filter forces your blower motor to work harder, reducing its lifespan and decreasing air conditioning efficiency significantly. More importantly, dirty filters allow allergens, pollutants, and bacteria to circulate freely throughout your breathing space. This contamination can trigger respiratory issues, especially problematic for passengers with asthma or allergies. Most drivers never realize this inexpensive $15 part exists until their air conditioning stops working effectively. Replacing it regularly improves air quality, reduces HVAC strain, and maintains optimal climate control performance. The filter typically sits behind your glove compartment or under the dashboard, accessible with basic tools. Remove the old filter, note its orientation, and install the replacement following the same directional arrows. This simple maintenance prevents expensive blower motor replacement and keeps your cabin environment healthy. Third essential practice involves flushing your brake fluid every 24 months, regardless of mileage accumulated. Brake fluid absorbs moisture from the atmosphere through microscopic pores and rubber seals and hoses constantly. Over 3 years, this contamination can lower the boiling point by more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit dangerously. Fresh .3 fluid boils at 400 degrees, .4 at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. With moisture contamination, these critical temperatures can drop to just 280 degrees or lower. During aggressive driving or mountain descents, your brakes generate enough heat to boil contaminated fluid completely. Steam bubbles form in the lines, making your brake pedal feel spongy and dramatically increasing stopping distances. This scenario has caused countless accidents that could have been prevented with proper fluid maintenance. A simple brake fluid tester costing $30 instantly reveals moisture contamination levels in seconds. Dip the probe, press the button, and read the moisture percentage displayed on the digital screen. If moisture exceeds 3%, schedule immediate brake system flushing with fresh fluid. Keep your spark plugs in optimal condition to maintain fuel efficiency and engine performance at peak levels. Worn spark plugs can decrease your fuel economy by up to 28% while robbing power significantly. Weak ignition creates incomplete combustion, wasting gasoline and producing higher emissions unnecessarily. Most vehicles require new spark plugs every 60 to 80,000 miles depending on the electrode material. Platinum plugs last longer than conventional copper varieties, while iridium plugs offer the longest service life. Watch for symptoms like rough idling, difficult starting, and sluggish acceleration indicating potential ignition problems. These warning signs often appear before complete failure, giving you time to address issues proactively. If you discover oil or coolant on spark plug threads, investigate immediately for serious engine problems. Oil contamination suggests valve cover gasket failure, while coolant indicates potentially catastrophic internal damage. Regular spark plug inspection reveals valuable information about your engine's internal health and combustion efficiency. Subscribe to our channel right now and hit that notification bell to receive expert automotive advice that will save you thousands in unnecessary repair costs. Fourth critical component requiring attention involves your vehicle's positive crankcase ventilation valve or PCV system. This small valve prevents harmful vapors from building pressure inside your engine's crankcase during normal operation. Over time, the valve becomes clogged with oil residue and carbon deposits, disrupting proper crankcase ventilation. A failing PCV valve creates excessive pressure that can blow out expensive gaskets and seals throughout the engine. This damage typically costs $1,500 minimum to repair all affected sealing surfaces properly. If the valve sticks open, your engine may consume a quart of oil every 1,000 miles excessively. This oil consumption problem particularly affects high-mileage engines with worn internal components already. Replacing the PCV valve costs between $8 and $18, making it extremely cost-effective preventive maintenance. Locate the valve near your valve cover or oil filler tube, typically connected by a rubber hose. Twist counterclockwise to remove the old valve, then install the new one by twisting clockwise securely. Check the connecting hose for cracks or deterioration and replace if necessary for optimal performance. A fresh PCV valve reduces oil consumption, lowers emissions, and maintains proper crankcase pressure regulation. Fifth maintenance priority focuses on your vehicle's serpentine belt system that drives multiple engine accessories simultaneously. This single belt powers your alternator, power steering pump, air conditioning compressor, and water pump continuously. Belt failure while driving leaves you stranded with no charging system, power steering, or cooling capability. Most serpentine belts require replacement every 70 to 90,000 miles or every 7 years maximum. Even with low mileage, rubber deteriorates from heat cycles and environmental exposure over time inevitably. Inspect your belt regularly for cracks, fraying, or glazing that indicates impending failure approaching. Listen for squealing noises during startup or acceleration, especially in cold weather conditions. Replace the belt at the first sign of deterioration, rather than risking roadside breakdown later. While replacing the belt, inspect all pulleys for proper alignment and smooth rotation without binding. A worn pulley can destroy a new belt quickly, so address any issues during the replacement procedure. Maintain your automatic transmission fluid at proper levels and condition to avoid expensive transmission replacement. Unlike engine oil, transmission fluid rarely gets checked or serviced until problems become apparent, unfortunately. This fluid lubricates, cools, and provides hydraulic pressure for all transmission operations continuously. After 60,000 miles, contamination and breakdown products accumulate, causing internal component wear significantly. Smart owners perform drain and refill service every 50,000 miles to maintain fluid quality. Never flush a high-mileage transmission that hasn't been maintained properly throughout its service life. Aggressive flushing can dislodge debris that's actually helping maintain sealing in worn components. Always use the exact fluid specification recommended by your vehicle manufacturer for optimal performance. Generic fluids may save money initially, but can cause shifting problems and premature transmission failure. Transmission repairs start at $3,000 and increase rapidly depending on damage extent. Service your differential and transfer case fluids every 40,000 miles to prevent expensive drivetrain damage. These components distribute engine power to your wheels and allow smooth cornering without tire scrubbing. The heavy-duty gear oil inside breaks down and becomes contaminated with metal particles over time. For most rear-wheel and all-wheel drive vehicles, this service prevents costly differential replacement later. Locate the differential housing, typically a metal case on your rear axle or center of that vehicle. Place a drain pan underneath and remove the drain plug to empty the old contaminated fluid. Remove the fill plug as well to ensure complete drainage and proper air circulation during the process. Once drained, reinstall the drain plug with a new gasket to prevent future leaks. Use a pump to refill with manufacturer-specified fluid until it reaches the proper level indication. Replace and tighten the fill plug securely to complete this important drivetrain maintenance procedure. Clean your mass airflow sensor annually to maintain accurate air-fuel mixture calculations for optimal performance. This sensor measures incoming air volume so your engine computer can deliver the correct fuel quantity. Dust and oil contamination on the delicate sensing wires causes inaccurate readings and poor engine performance. Symptoms include hesitation during acceleration, rough idle, poor fuel economy, and illuminated check engine lights. Before replacing this expensive sensor, try cleaning it first to potentially save $300. Locate the MAF sensor in your intake tube between the air filter and throttle body. Disconnect the electrical connector carefully without damaging the delicate wiring harness. Remove the sensor housing according to your specific vehicle's design and access requirements. Use only dedicated MAF sensor cleaner. Never brake cleaner or other solvents that damage components. Spray the sensing elements thoroughly and allow complete air drying before reinstallation procedures. Clear any diagnostic trouble codes after cleaning to reset the engine management system properly. Replace your timing belt before failure to prevent catastrophic engine damage costing thousands in repairs. This crucial belt synchronizes your engine's valve and piston movements with precise timing requirements. If the belt breaks while driving, pistons can collide with valves, destroying your engine completely. This interference damage typically costs between $4,000 and $12,000 to repair properly. Most engines require new timing belts every 70 to 100,000 miles or every 8 years. Even with minimal driving, rubber degrades from heat exposure and age-related deterioration inevitably. Never wait for warning signs because timing belts usually fail without any advance notice whatsoever. Occasionally, you might hear ticking sounds or notice oil leaks near the timing cover area. Preventive replacement costs far less than engine reconstruction after catastrophic belt failure occurs. During timing belt service, replace the water pump and tensioner components for maximum reliability. Perform wheel alignment every 15,000 miles, or whenever steering behavior changes noticeably. Proper alignment ensures even tire wear patterns and maintains optimal fuel efficiency during driving. Misalignment causes premature tire replacement and can reduce fuel economy by up to 8%. Signs include uneven tire wear, vehicle pulling to one side, or crooked steering wheel positioning. Toe-in alignment wears outer tire edges, while toe-out alignment damages inner edge areas primarily. Professional alignment equipment measures and adjusts precise angles that cannot be corrected manually. This service typically costs between $90 and $130, but saves money long-term. Proper alignment extends tire life by 30% and improves handling characteristics significantly. Address alignment issues promptly to prevent costly tire replacement and maintain safe driving dynamics. Avoid cold engine revving because it represents the fastest way to destroy internal engine components. When engines are cold, oil thickens and settles in the oil pan rather than circulating properly. Revving before adequate lubrication reaches all components forces metal parts to grind together destructively. This premature wear damages pistons, camshafts, and bearings far beyond normal service expectations. Start your engine and idle for 45 seconds to establish proper oil circulation throughout the system. Drive gently afterward, keeping RPM below 3,000 until the temperature gauge shows normal operating range. Some vehicles display blue coolant temperature lights indicating the engine hasn't reached proper operating temperature. This precaution becomes especially important for turbocharged engines sensitive to lubrication issues. Proper warm-up procedures can extend engine life by hundreds of thousands of miles significantly. Wash your vehicle's undercarriage seasonally to prevent salt and debris damage to critical components. Road salt accelerates corrosion of brake lines, suspension parts, exhaust systems, and structural elements. Salt damage can weaken these safety-critical components in just 2 years without proper maintenance. Undercarriage washing becomes essential monthly during winter months in salt-treated road areas. Coastal residents face similar challenges from salt air and sand that require year-round attention. This preventive maintenance protects your investment and maintains structural integrity long-term. Professional undercarriage cleaning services cost minimal amounts compared to component replacement expenses later. Before concluding, here's my bonus tip that distinguishes dedicated enthusiasts from casual car owners completely. Maintain detailed maintenance records of every service performed on your vehicle throughout ownership. As a professional mechanic, I cannot overemphasize the importance of this organizational habit. Record dates, mileages, and specific work performed with part numbers and service provider information. This documentation helps identify recurring problems and establishes patterns for predictive maintenance scheduling. Well-maintained records also increase resale value and demonstrate responsible ownership to potential buyers. Dealerships and repair shops appreciate thorough records and are less likely to recommend unnecessary services. Don't rely on memory alone. A simple notebook or smartphone app protects your automotive investment. Now that you understand these 13 essential habits for reaching 400,000 miles, one hidden threat still lurks in your cooling system. In the next video, I'll reveal what most mechanics overlook and the 5-minute solution that could save you thousands in repair costs. If this professional insight has proven valuable, subscribe immediately to our channel and activate notifications to never miss money-saving automotive advice.